Hi, and welcome back to Kush Cooking 101. I'm Stacy, and today we are going to be making the best Canna chocolate chip cookies you've ever tasted in your life. All right, and let's start out with our ingredients today. What we're going to need is 2¼ cups flour, 1 package of milk chocolate chips, 3/4 cup of white sugar, 3/4 cup of brown sugar, 2 eggs, a teaspoon each of salt, baking soda, and vanilla extract. And of course, the most important ingredient, 1 cup of Canna butter. All right, well, let's just get right into this. All right. First thing you're going to do is you're going to take your Canna butter. I'm going to make sure you get all of it out of there. Okay, that looks good. Your 2 different sugars, your brown sugar and your white sugar. And we're going to mix that together on low just until it's completely combined. While we're doing, okay, there we go. Now then, you're going to take your flour, add in both your baking soda and salt. You just take a fork and kind of stir it around a little bit. Then you're going to take your fork and you are going to pre-beat your eggs. Just a little bit. It doesn't have to be a whole lot. It just helps it to mix into your cookie dough a little bit easier. Okay, and you're going to add your vanilla extract. And you're going to mix again on low just until it's combined. That ought to do it. Now you can mix this by hand. You don't have to use a big expensive stand mixer to make this. But now we're going to start adding our flour. I like to do between 1/3 and 1/2 at a time. It just mixes in better that way. And it doesn't send flour shooting all over the kitchen. And you want to keep this on a very low setting while you're mixing in the flour. Otherwise it just goes everywhere. And you want to let that mix in until it's completely mixed in. And you'll be able to tell by there not being a whole bunch of flour on the outside of your bowl, outside edges of your bowl. And then we're going to raise this up. Take our spatula, just scrape off the paddle a little bit. And scrape down the bowl. Even though my mixer's supposed to scrape it for me, it doesn't work real well. Add in the rest of your flour. And once again, put it on low speed and let it just mix in. Now, if you haven't already done it, you need to preheat your oven to 375. And these are going to bake for approximately 9 minutes. Every oven is a little bit different. You may have to go a little bit shorter time or a little bit longer, depending on your oven. Whoops, let's try unlocking it instead of locking it. All right, we're going to scrape it off the paddle once again. And the last step, adding in the milk chocolate chips. And now, I'm just going to mix in your chocolate chips. Doing it this way, you do get a much better consistency of chocolate chips versus cookie dough. All right, that should do it. One last time, scrape your paddle off. So you're getting all your cookie dough back down in the bowl where it belongs. All right. And that's all there is to that part of it. Now, I always cook these on parchment paper because when you're using real butter in cookies, if you don't use parchment paper or silicone mat, a lot of oil does cook out of them and it will fry the bottoms of your cookies, making them hard. So. And the nicest thing about this recipe is you don't have to eat it all at once. You don't have to worry about it spoiling on you, because once you have it made, you can make it into your dough balls and you can freeze them and just take them out and cook them as you want them. So let's get a pan in the oven going and you can see what they look like when they're done. Now, in the description below, I am going to add a link to a THC calculator. You just put in all the information and it'll tell you how much you're getting in each cookie. Now, if you're going to freeze these dough balls, I recommend just putting them on a cookie sheet that's lined with parchment paper. You don't have to cover them, just stick them up in your freezer for 2 to 3 hours till they're good and solid. Then you can just put them in Ziploc baggies and take them out as you need them. For a half dozen cookies, I take them out, put them on the pan, let them defrost for 15 minutes or so while my oven preheats. So my oven just beeped a minute ago, so we're good to go. We're going to put these in for 9 minutes and we'll be back. All right. We've got a little under a minute left on the cookies, and I just wanted to show you real quick. I went ahead and balled up the rest of the batch of cookies. And like I said, just stick them in your freezer for an hour or two. Then you can transfer them into bowls, Ziploc baggies, whatever you want to store them in for long term. All right. Here we go. Turn that off. Oh yeah, those came out beautiful. Look at that. Look at how pretty those look. Now you can cool them slightly on the pan and then transfer them to a rack. This is the really nice part about using parchment paper. And your cookie sheets, you just pull the whole piece of parchment off and you're done. Let them cool and then store them in an airtight container out of direct sunlight and enjoy. Now, I would like to take this opportunity to please ask for you to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget that little notification bell so you know when I have uploaded new videos. I hope to be doing at least one a week, but no promises there. That's a lot of can of butter. So, supply and demand. All right, well, we'll be back in just a little bit to give it a taste test. All right, we're back, and here we go with our nice, ooey gooey Canna milk chocolate chip cookies. Nice, soft, moist. Let's give them a taste. Very good. Like I said before, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Anything you can do, it all helps us out. Thanks a lot, and you have a wonderful night.